Today we are checking on the hive that we removed from the swarm trap, and it's been here in the hive box, in a Langstroth box, for about a month, so 4 weeks, and we're going to check it out today and see how they're doing. Come along with us. We're at my sister's place. That's where we put the hive, and it was very nice. She's excited about having them, her and my brother-in-law, and they're on a really busy corner though. And so as you can probably hear already, the traffic noise is horrendous. I'm not sure I'm going to be filming much over here just because the noise is so bad, but I'll try to speak up and just know that we're right in the middle of the big city of Dallas. Now these bees are really nice. They seem really gentle, and I probably don't need to suit up, but the last hive I had was Africanized or aggressive, so I'm a little bit allergic. So I'm going to suit up. Better safe than sorry. But they do seem really nice, and I don't think I really need to. But I always like a veil because I don't like to get stung in the face. And my veil happens to be attached to my suit. So get a separate veil. And you can see we have a huge hive beetle problem. Small hive beetle problem. Terrible. Oh no, that's not good. That could run a colony off. That is bad. I thought I had taken precautions against it. I'll show you guys, but that's bad. The best way I've found to defeat hive beetles, small hive beetles, is to have a top bar hive with chickens under it. I haven't seen a single small hive beetle in my top bar hive that I have over with in my chicken yard. So this is supposed to help with the small hive beetles, but as you can see, it's not doing such a good job. This is just a beetle be gone sheet. You can see they're just all in there. I brought 2 more to put in there today. Her off of there. I'm going to put this over here. Throw that away. I'm going to remove one of these first. These are just empty. Look at all those beetles. Probably because we're in the shade. We kind of wondered if that would be a problem. And it obviously is. So I might need to move it more in the sunshine. Yeah, it's bad. Woo. Bad. Everywhere. There we go. Oh, look at all those small hive beetles. This is not good. This will run a colony off and ruin everything. All right, I'm gonna have to do something about that. As you can see, I did take a precaution. Can you get a shot in there? It's called a beetle blocker shim. And it's a bottom board with these holes in it. They're not supposed to be able to get in as easily with these holes. They weren't supposed to be able to get in. But quite obviously, it's not working. So I wanted to test it out and see if it works, and it does not, apparently. Bought it on the net, hoping that this would be a solution to our problem, but it is not. I know when we put this hive in here, they had a small beetle problem already. Look at that, it's just covered with small beetles. Oh, jeez. my friends did say you need to have less space for them to defend. So a nuke box would be our other choice of less space. I did not have one, a nice wooden one, so I didn't go with that, but that's what they're telling me, that it helps to put a swarm in a little space that they can defend easily. See, there's all this space they have to defend, so it's too much. So that might be a solution to my problem too. Getting them some more, a littler nuke box or something to stay in. So it looks like some capped brood, some honey. It's good to see. Looking for Her Majesty. I'm noticing there are not very many hive beetles on these ones, so I think my friends are right. Get something smaller, a nuke box or something for them to get into. I don't see the queen on this frame. Put it back. Ugh. Now this is the frame that I used. I couldn't wire the comb to the top bars because it was too big, it was too heavy, and so I ended up getting an empty frame without foundation. This is what I mean when I say empty. And I put rubber bands around it. And as you can see, they've taken the rubber bands off and pulled them out of the hive. They will do that. So this is probably where the queen is, I imagine. Yep, here she is. See if we can get a shot of her. She's right there. The light is not the best, but there she is right there. She's really dark and big, beautiful. I can't see what kind of brood I've got. Ooh, sorry. Don't have much brood here, but there was pretty solid, and then they hatched out. So there might be new eggs in there, I'm not sure. Looks like some honey. I don't see any eggs. Oh, there's one. Yeah, I think there are eggs. It's just hard to see in this light. That would be nice if they filled that comb back up with babies, bees. And there's one more. Frame. We're getting a little excited now. Put some capped brood on it. This was in the swarm trap, but they built it out a lot. There's some capped brood, but not a lot. Not much honey. And a lot of small hive beetles. All right, I'm gonna close it up. Out of the way. Come on, bees. Alright, I'm going to feed them some sugar syrup. I've done 1 part water to 1 part sugar here. Because they did not have a lot of honey. And they're really trying to defeat this pest, so they need some help. Sure, I think. All right, and here's the feeder. It just goes, tucks on the inside there. See, it just drips down, and they can come in from the hive and gather it and take it in. Those small hive beetles are everywhere. Oh. I'm not sure I explained it very well, but what happens with these Swiffer sheets or the Beetle Be Gone sheets as I'm using here is the bees chew them up, and then they herd the small hive beetles into the sheet, and so they get trapped in their little legs. Now sometimes here I think a bee got trapped, so sometimes a bee will get trapped, but most often it's just small hive beetles. And then you just take this, burn it, throw it away. But obviously I don't think it's enough for this hive. We need something else. Alright, so yesterday we found out we have a huge small hive beetle problem in the hive that we got in the swarm trap. And so, just like the advice my friends told me, I could kick myself because they did tell me, don't put it in such a big box. Put it in a nuke, put it in just a 5-frame, let them build that out and get strong, because there's too much room to defend. And I didn't listen, so, because I didn't feel like my nuke was good enough. So now I'm going to do exactly that. Wish I'd done it in the first place. I rigged up a feeder system. I just cut a little slot in the back of the nuke. This is just cardboard, and I'm going to put the feeder there, because that was one problem I had, is how will I feed them. So we rigged it up. Hopefully it will work. Alright. So the plan is to just, I got my sugar water here in case they really start flying around. But my plan is to take them out, take each frame out one at a time, and put 5 frames in that nuke, in that box. Yep, we still have a huge problem. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh. Poor bees. Alright, I'm going to take this one out so I can have a little bit of room to work. Later today, a friend of mine is giving me a different type of beetle trap called a beetle blaster. But isn't it amazing that the bees run the beetles into the Swiffer sheets, and they're gonna herd the beetles into this beetle blaster that I'm gonna put in there. So that's incredible to me. Okay, this one has a lot less. See the bees chasing them. This should be the frame with the queen on it. Guess I could see if I get her. Because if she goes in the box, then all the other bees will go in the box too. So you're moving, she has a long abdomen under those bees. Okay, well good. Right there. Alright. Oh. Okay, good. Queen's in there, then all the other bees will want to be in there also. Smished a bee trying to get a small hive beetle. Alright. This one I'm going to get the bees off of, I think. Try to. And take it home. Put it in the freezer. Kill everything that's on it. Any eggs or larvae or anything. Well, I don't see anything like that. Alright. Okay, I'm just going to take the box now. Put it on the ground. At least I don't smash anybody. Smash as many as I can of these. So as you can see, this is the shim that I had to keep the small hive beetle in check. They were not supposed to be able to fly through these holes, and they weren't supposed to be able to climb and traverse this edge here. But obviously either they could or there was some other place they were getting in. It might be a possibility they were getting at the feeder entrance because there was a little gap there. That was the only gap I saw. So they can crawl through a really tiny space. So there's one of the rubber bands that the bees removed. Scoot the entrance, try to scoot it exactly where it was. Close to where it was anyway. Alright, so there's the entrance right there. You can see that right there, the entrance. Hopefully they'll all go in, since the queen is in there. I'm thinking they will. I'm going to put the feeder on the back here. So they can access the sugar from the hive. Alright, hopefully that's going to give them a smaller area to defend. And if I put in the beetle blaster trap later on this afternoon, hopefully it'll give them a fighting chance against this small hive beetle. And they won't abscond. They won't leave the colony, because if there are too many small hive beetles, there's a good chance that they would want to leave. To keep it from holding water. Keep it dry. All right. Bricks. Alright, that's it. Hopefully it'll all work out. Alright, so this is the beetle, the better beetle blaster that I was talking about. This is the trap. There are two here. Let me take them apart. This is the trap for the small hive beetle that I'm going to go put in my hive. And I got the lime, and they said hydrated lime is the way to go. And it's not poisonous or anything. It's just, I mean, you can get it on your hands. It's not toxic, but it just dries out your hands. So I'm going to try not to get too much on my hands. I'm going to see, I haven't really looked at how to load this. I guess you just pour it in the little slots. I thought there might be a way to pop it open. Well, how do you pop it open to get the beetles out then? That's funny. I don't see another way to open it. Okay, I guess you just have to put it in through the slots, and maybe they're disposable. Okay, so I'm just going to put the hydrated lime right in there. And this just dries them out, and they die. And so the beetles, it's quite remarkable. The beetles herd them in here. I'm sorry. the bees. The bees heard the beetles in the trap, and they are relentless. They chase them. And so we're gonna give them the upper hand by having a little trap in there. And you put this between the bars. I'll take you with me when I install it. But that's pretty much it about the Beetle Blaster. These are the Beetle Begun sheets that I've been using. And I hear that Swiffer sheets work about the same way, like non-scented Swiffer sheet. So I'm just gonna wipe the excess off of the outside of the trap because it dries out the beetles. It would also dry out the bees. So I just want to make sure to tell you to do that. Just wipe all the extra slime off of there. All right, as you can see, the bees have left the box. We just left it there. I'm just going to take it away today. I'm going to get the Better Beetle Blaster trap.
Oh, look at that.
Doing good. They've herded all the small hive beetles into the corner here. Isn't that amazing? They've got them all in the corner. Well, most of them. So we are going to give them a helping hand and put this trap in here. Okay, make enough room to get this in here. Oh, we smashed somebody. There. It's one on my face. I really don't like them on my face.
Yeah. After having one in your ear, I can understand that.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, I have the veil on and everything, and I'm nervous. I can't believe you're doing great. I love you, Mom.
Thank you. I just couldn't bear to put the suit on because it's so hot, but I might go get it if I can't get this. But it has to be really flat against there. It's just not getting very flat. Let me scoot it down some. I think it's because they have comb in there maybe that it's pressing against. Because if you don't get it flat, the hive beetles just run under it. This bar kind of went down a little bit. There we go. Okay. Whew. So I'm going to put this in back. I put this in the freezer just to kill anything that might be on it. It looks like we have room for it. I wasn't sure with the Beetle Blaster we'd have room for it. Okay, awesome. Now they have a trap, a place to take the hive beetles besides the corner. A place to kill them. Yay! Oh, there's one. They're attacking it. Look at him attacking it.
That's cool.
Isn't that amazing? They just ball up on it. So proud of the princess. She filmed for me today, and she has been stung before, and last time she got stung she had a little bit of an allergic reaction. In fact, they were flu-like symptoms. She got a fever the next day, and so she was really brave to come and film for me. I didn't have anyone else to film, so thank you, princess.
You're welcome.